They say the Emerald Tablets are just mythology, a weird relic of the occult. But why are they still being suppressed? Why were they locked away in secret libraries, translated in code, and hunted by secret societies for over 1,000 years? Because they don't just reveal ancient history. They reveal how to escape the matrix we've been trapped in. The Emerald Tablets are not stories. They're blueprints, hidden in plain sight, encoded in vibration, encrypted by geometry, protected by fire. And the man who wrote them wasn't a man at all. His name was Thoth, the priest-king of Atlantis, a being who ruled before Egypt even existed, before the flood, before Babylon, before time as we know it. He wasn't just a scribe. He was a builder of civilizations, a walker of dimensions, and a master of frequency. According to the tablets, Thoth escaped the destruction of Atlantis and brought the remnants of its advanced science to the primitive people of Egypt. And with that knowledge, he built pyramids. He created temples. He awakened consciousness. And then he disappeared into the earth, to a chamber he calls the Hall of Amenti, where he waits for us to be ready. Thoth didn't die. He mastered what we call death. He called the body a vessel and described how to exit it and re-enter at will. In the tablets, he writes, "Man is in process of changing to forms that are not of this world. He may break the barrier of limitation and become one with the light." This isn't spirituality, it's technology. It's consciousness engineering. And every time these tablets appear in public, they get buried again. So what are the Emerald Tablets? They're said to be forged from a green crystal that does not break, does not burn, and cannot be altered, not carved, created. Some believe the material is orichalcum, Atlantis' lost supermetal. Others say it's something more exotic, a programmable crystal tuned to specific harmonic frequencies. The text is written in a strange language, ancient yet futuristic. And the words? They describe energy weapons, portals, vibration-based healing, and quantum laws long before our scientists had the language for it. Thoth says the pyramids were not tombs. They were resonance chambers, machines for altering human frequency, devices for consciousness elevation. He claims to have built the Great Pyramid with sound, not metaphorical sound, literal frequency. By striking specific tones, he could levitate stone blocks as if they weighed nothing. And modern science supports this. Acoustic levitation has been demonstrated in labs using ultrasonic waves. In 1999, NASA confirmed that certain frequencies can cancel out gravity in localized fields. The ancients weren't primitive, they were precise. Now here's where it gets even stranger. Thoth describes a portal beneath the Sphinx, a gateway between worlds, guarded by entities he called the Keepers of the Flame. He said, "Beneath the Sphinx lies the key to the ages, a gateway to the stars and the mind of the One." And in 1997, seismic scans revealed a large rectangular chamber beneath the Sphinx's paws. National Geographic planned to excavate it. Then, suddenly, silence. The Egyptian government shut it down. The excavation was canceled, and the chamber was never entered. Why? What are they protecting? Because Thoth's warnings aren't vague. He wrote that humanity is under siege, not from aliens or demons, but from entities that feed on fear. The Dark Ones, he called them, walkers in shadow, hidden among men in form not of men. He said they've been here since the fall of Atlantis, that they infiltrate governments, religions, even science, shaping human thought to keep us asleep. Their weapon is ignorance, their currency is fear, and their prison is material reality. The tablets teach how to escape. So how? By mastering the laws of the universe. Not physics, not religion, Hermeticism. These are the original universal laws described in the Emerald Tablets and passed down through secret societies. The law of mentalism, everything is mind. The law of correspondence, as above, so below. The law of vibration, everything moves, nothing rests. The law of polarity, opposites are the same thing, just different degrees. The law of rhythm, patterns repeat. Time is a spiral. The law of cause and effect. Nothing happens by chance. The law of gender, creation requires balance of masculine and feminine energy. These weren't written in the 1800s. They came straight from the tablets, thousands of years ago. And every secret society you've ever heard of, they built their systems on these teachings. The Rosicrucians, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, the Freemasons, even the early Illuminati. They weren't inventing knowledge, they were protecting it. Why do you think Freemasonic temples are covered in Egyptian symbols? Why is Thoth, also called Hermes, encoded in the alchemical traditions of Europe? Because this is the root, the origin of all occult knowledge, and it wasn't supposed to be public. Let's go deeper. Thoth describes energy manipulation, not in theory, but in practice. He writes about vibrational healing, astral projection, remote viewing, and frequency-based weapons. He speaks of serpents of fire that rise through the body, what yogis now call kundalini. He speaks of light bodies, energy fields, and the art of separating soul from flesh. This isn't religious mysticism, it's energetic anatomy. Modern science is catching up. The CIA's declassified gateway process documents describe similar ideas. That consciousness can travel across space and time using frequency and intention. And those files? They were locked away until 2003. Why? Because the truth isn't just inconvenient, it's liberating. The Emerald Tablets describe what we now call quantum entanglement, harmonic resonance, morphic fields, dimensional overlap, and even sacred geometry. They state that consciousness is not in the body is within consciousness, that time is not linear, that light is a carrier of memory, that sound is the architecture of matter. Thoth knew all of it. Thousands of years before Tesla said, "If you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." But what does this mean for us? It means we've been lied to. Our history is incomplete. Our science is censored. And our potential has been buried beneath distractions, addictions, and dogma. Thoth said, "Man must rise from his slumber, through will, through light, through sound, through mind." That's why the tablets were hidden. Because they make you sovereign. Because they reveal that the divine spark is already within you. You don't need salvation. You need memory. You need activation. And maybe it's already happening. More people are awakening than ever before. They're questioning official timelines. They're rediscovering ancient truths. They're tuning into frequencies long forgotten. And governments are reacting. In 2020, a leaked Pentagon report confirmed interest in trans-dimensional entities. In 2023, researchers at CERN observed unexpected dimensional interference during high-frequency collisions. And let's not forget, Project Looking Glass, the Montauk Chair, the remote viewers of the Stargate program, all tied to frequency, consciousness, and control. So what happens next? Thoth said he would return, not as a man, but as an energy, an awakening that would spread through the grid of the earth. When the time comes, I shall rise from the hall of Amenti, bearing the flame of the hidden sun. And maybe that time is now, Because the Sphinx is rumbling, the timelines are collapsing, and the veil is thinning. But they won't give up control easily. That's why this video might disappear. That's why the tablets have vanished again and again. That's why people have died to protect this knowledge. But now, you know. We've decoded the Emerald Tablets. We've connected the dots from ancient Atlantis to modern surveillance. We've exposed the hidden war for consciousness. And now, it's your move. Will you forget? Or will you remember? Watch the full breakdown. Download the documents. Share what you have learned before they vanish again. Only on Halt History's Alternatives on YouTube and Patreon. The truth is hidden until we dig it up.